All right, good morning. It's going to be a sunny Wednesday. Hooray, pollen will happen. Bees like pollen. Pollen makes honey, and honey makes Mr. J lots of money. Okay, so um, we're about to dive into complex numbers, imaginary numbers. If you hadn't done so yet, hit like, hit subscribe, hit the bell. If you ever wondered why math seems so weird, like they had to be on some type of drugs or something, this right here, this whole unit is proof of it. Okay. Just let's just make something up. That's literally what they did. Okay. Now, this shouldn't say I squared. This should just say I. Okay. So, you know, now that's how I write my I's. I write them kind of like a little cursive lowercase. So if you see that, that's what it is. This is the square root of -1. Somebody got tired of not being able to finish out the work in math because it was not a real number, because it was like the square root of a negative. And if we could travel back in time, now I have forgotten exactly where this is used in the real world. It's got to be somewhere. Okay. But you kind of want to get back in the Wayback Machine and just go back and punch that person, don't you? Okay. So here is Mr. Jeffries' tips on how to do this. All right. So we're going to take the square root of the positive form of the number underneath their square root and just put I in the answer. That's all we're going to do. Okay. So, hang on, I'm about to get real big. Okay. So, now, I know some people have their perfect squares memorized. Some people don't. Yeah, those sheets up there. I don't know. Did you bring in the green ones? The green ones have just appeared somewhere. If you look at the red sheet and stuff, it's in that diagonal. That's all your perfect squares right there. Okay. And then we have our handy dandy calculator. So I'm going to take the square root of 4. And I get 2. All right. You ready? I'm going to put a 2. And then guess what? I get to add. And I'm done. Oh, so many steps. Oh, it sounded like the student I had last semester in first block. And I would sit there and contour, make up her face and look like a Native American going off to battle. And all right. So number 2, square root of 36. 6. So we're going to write a 6. And then what else are we going to add? An I. All right. And then the square root of 100 is 10. How do you get the square root? All right. My bad if I didn't go over that. So you hit the second button and then go down here to where it says x squared. And that's how you get the square root. All right. Help is on the way. All right. 10 and then I. Now, was that as bad as you thought it was going to be? No. Okay. Things could always be worse. Okay. But I don't want them to be. Okay. Now, we're going to experience a lot. Look, this whole part right here on 4, 5, and 6, this actually used to be like a whole unit in, like, it was supposed to be in geometry. I don't even think it's part of our standards anymore. Okay. I don't even know if it's in our standards anymore anywhere. But good thing is the brilliant people at Texas Instruments and other calculator things, know that they're like, hey, we needed this when we were in school. So what you do, I'm just going to take the square root of 18. All right. Now it's going to look weird, but you have me as a teacher, so you should be used to looking at weird things. All right. You get an answer that's 3 square root of 2, or some people say 3 root 2. Okay. So what I'm going to do, 3 root 2. Now, there was a negative in there, so I need to put an I in there, and I'm going to slide it right here in between. It needs to be in front of the square root. That way you don't try to take the square root of another square root and you just sit there and it's like very redundant. Okay, it's kind of like answering questions from a toddler. Okay. All right. So square root of 24. We're going to get 2 root 6. Okay. 2 root 6. Now what do we need to add? I. Is everybody okay so far? Not too bad. All right. And the last one, 45. 3 root 5. And we put our I. Oh my gosh. All right. Is everybody okay? All right. Here's the good news, that as far as our lesson goes, this is all that we really had to do with the square roots and stuff today. Okay. Now, I'm going to ask a question. I'm not trying to make fun of anybody. Can you add and subtract? Yes. Okay, good. Even if you have a calculator, then you're going to be able to do today's lesson. This, look, I have to show you why we have an I in here. Okay. Open the door. Oh, would you mind, Harrison? Nope, you already got it. Harrison, would you? And I had to show you where it comes from, why we use it. Yes, people did drugs. Oh, do we have a special guest? Yeah, I am recording. Yeah. I don't wear the headset because it's cool. Special guest, this is Destiny. Destiny, say hi. All right. What do you need, Destiny? Okay. All right. So I just have students just come in randomly just to say hi. I guess they want to be a special guest. All right. So let's look to the back of this. All right. We treat I like a variable. Okay. We're only going to combine I with, I call it the I terms. Okay. This is similar to like if you had like 2x plus 4 plus 3x plus 7. Okay. We're really only going to add these two together because they're on the same team. Okay, so 2 plus 3. Oh gosh, can't even write. Where's my caffeine? 5x. And then these two together get 11. All right, it's kind of the same thing. Okay, so I kind of broke this down a little bit. Believe it or not, as I said before, this is how things work in my head. So yes, when I'm doing this, my brain actually pulls this stuff apart like this and puts it back together. Okay. I know. I'm one of those people. All right. So our real numbers are the ones without the i's. Okay. So what are our real numbers in this problem right here? 8 and 5. So we're going to add 8 and 5. Okay. What is 8 plus 5? 13. All right. Our I terms, this is understood to be a -1, so we have -1I plus 4I. All right. Now, if not so great with adding, subtracting positive, negative numbers, use a calculator, -1 plus 4, okay? You should get a what? 3I. That's it. I know some of y'all like this other than the other 6 problems we were just doing, right? Yeah. I mean, if you had to choose between the two. Okay. So number 7 right here, we're going to add, or actually we're going to subtract because there's a minus sign right there. All right. We're going to have 7, that's our real number, minus 3. Okay. So what's 7 minus 3? 4. Okay. And here's our I terms. So -6I minus -6I. Cheese and crackers, hang on. Mr. Jeffers Room, you're calling number 2 of the day in the block. Yeah. No. Yeah. I can take one. Okay. Okay. Bye. I swear, I don't know what this school would do without me. All right. So, right here, minus a negative. What do we know about minus a negative? Yeah, it's going to end up going to 0 because, keep change, keep change opposite. If you don't believe me, get out your calculator. Okay, don't sit there and look for the I button. There is no I button. Okay, just do the numbers. Get 0. Okay, you could leave it like this. I've had people put this before. Either one is fine. I do not care. Okay, but 9 times out of 10, you're going to see an answer. It's just going to be this. Okay, so that's all we're doing. Is that okay? Did y'all want to do harder stuff today? I think Isabella said she wanted to do harder stuff, so y'all want to beat her up after class. Okay, so I don't think I've ever heard her talk. All right. So now here's the deal. For these practice problems we're going to do together, I have the real numbers, I terms, and to put together. On your actual practice sheet that you have today, yes, there is actually a practice sheet. Okay, you won't have that. Yes, ma'am. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you may go to the bathroom. Thought I actually had a question about something. Can't have nothing. Okay, so number 8, our real numbers are 6 and -3. So 6 plus -3. Okay, same thing as 6 minus 3, which is 3. Okay, our I terms, we have 5I plus 4I. Well, what's 5 plus 4? 9. Now, it goes in this order. It goes the real number, then the imaginary number. Okay, that's why they call them complex. Okay, it's kind of like some of y'all situationships. It's complicated. All right, number 9. We have 8 minus 7. So what's 8 minus 7? 1. Okay. Whew. Well, if some of y'all are going, I can't hear that. Okay, then 6I minus -5I. All All right, now this time we're not going to end up having a 0 because that's not a 6 right here. So minus a negative, what is 6 plus 5? Yeah, because it's minus a negative. Have you ever heard of keep, change, or keep, change, opposite? No? Keep, change, flip? Yeah, keep, change, flip also goes with fractions and goes with this too. So I'm sorry if your teachers before me did not teach you that. Now you're getting the good stuff. All right. So number 10, we have negative 6 plus 1. Okay, what is negative 6 plus 1? Negative 5. 3i plus 2i. So what is 3 plus 2? 5. That's it. Now, again, your practice sheet isn't set up like this, but I'm hoping and praying and wishing and okay that y'all can put this together in your head. I have a feeling you can. If you can't today, we will work on it some more. Okay. For those leaving us, don't forget hit like, hit subscribe, hit the bell. Oh, wait. Hey, Crimson, what do you call a bee having a bad hair day? A frizz bee. All right. Good stuff. Good things. Roll Tide.